Hey girl, hey. Cheers. So good. So good. Um I'm really liking the videos when I just sit and I talk and it's like one, maybe two takes. So that's what we're gonna do today. Thanksgiving was 2 days ago. Yesterday was Black Friday. I did get some goods and for Thanksgiving, spent some time with my family. It was pretty fun. But for some reason, tell me if I'm wrong. This year felt different. This year felt. Neighbors are pretty loud. This year felt so different, and I don't know why. If it's me, if it's something in the air, like obviously there's a lot going on in the world right now. I don't really know. But yeah, I finished my first week of. Ooh, copyright. First night shift. Wowza, first night shift. Very anxious. It's okay though. Yeah, it should be a good shift. I'm excited to learn a lot and kind of get to know the ropes of the night shift and meet the people, so it'll be good. I'm reading Kid Cudi's memoir, so naturally I'm listening to his stuff. I haven't really listened to this in depth, and I really enjoy Man on the Moon. I'm really enjoying this, so yeah. Yeah. I'm here early. I think getting here early helps because A, you get a fire parking spot. B, you don't have to worry about traffic because you're early anyway. It leaves time for wiggle room. And C, it's nice to feel prepared and control the controllables. So yeah, I'm probably gonna head in the next 10 minutes. And I'll see you guys in there. Which is pretty cool. I really like the people that I work with. I'm enjoying it a lot. And I stayed awake, most importantly. There were some times though when I was holding a baby for feeding and you can kind of rock them and then you kind of get a little bit too sleepy, so you're like, all right, back to the crib, another round of coffee. Yeah, no, this week's been really good. I don't know if you noticed, I did change my channel name because somebody from a dating app was like, oh yeah, like I've been up with your YouTube channel, like I know we haven't talked in a minute, and that scared the crap out of me. So that I changed the channel name. I still though on dating profiles you don't put your last name. So I don't know how this person found me. I'm sorry. What? Anyway, zoinks. The holidays were fun. It does feel different, not really sure why. Kind of feel like I've been like in the Matrix in the past few weeks. If you don't know what I mean by that, this channel's not for you. No, I'm kidding. In the Matrix, what I mean by that is like a 3D level of consciousness where I kind of just think about my day-to-day, the going to work, getting up, what am I gonna eat today, and I'm not really outside of myself in a sense, not really connecting with myself or God spiritually. So today we're gonna try to lock back in with that, and I kind of wanted to share with you what that looks like for me. Every time I do this, it looks different. Sometimes it's drawing, sometimes it's writing or journaling. My cat wants to come in, hold on. She's indecisive. She can't decide. She keeps on looking from left to right. Gotta come a bit closer. Look in my eyes. Searching is so wrong. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, being ow girl. Jeez. Don't embarrass me now. Not in front of the video. Not in front of the kids. Drawing, journaling, music. Guys, I think it would be so cool to make music. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I think it'd be so cool. Because I'll be in the car and I'll hear a song and I'll like layer it with a different song with the same like time signature and like rhythm, and there's so many things I want to do. That's part of my problem. That's part of being an overthinker slash like I have ADHD or something. There's too many things I want to do in this lifetime. One of which is get back on my grind at the gym. I did my bodybuilding show. I will make a video about it eventually. It's just a touchy subject for me, so it's not going to be anytime soon. But I'm trying to find a balance. So I did the show. I went so extreme with the diet and the lifting, and then at the show, I got to let loose afterwards, eat what I wanted, and since then I've kind of been trying to find a balance where I'm like, okay, it's not going to be that extreme, but I also don't want to just eat whatever, I like to meal prep. I like discipline. I like organization, but there's
you know how their knees go
So with that, I used good old Chat GPT to make my new meal plan. So in front of us we have an Oikos protein shake and 3 strawberries, 3 of which are encapsulated by a ball mason jar. Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to get back on the grind, but that definitely helps spiritually too. Hang on. But yeah, kind of been feeling outside of myself. Something that really makes me happy though is the one video I have with social media and the other spiritual lock-in video I made. A lot of you guys comment and we have conversations, and I feel actually connected to people through the internet, which is crazy because everything about that video kind of says that that's not really what the internet is nowadays, but I think we've kind of created this place where it can be, and that's so cool. This week I'm working again. I just found out I work Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, so fun. Yeah, the year's coming to an end, guys. The year's gonna end. That's insane. What do you guys think? What was this year like for you? For me, there was so much change. So much change, so many new people, so many things I thought would go a certain way and they just didn't. And I think a lot of those things in the end will be for the better. And they'll help me grow. Some of them hurt. Damn. Some of them just worked out in my favor where I'm like, holy cow, I can't believe this is happening to me. This is crazy. I love my life. And I've become a lot more grateful for my life and the position I'm in. I talked about this with one of my friends. I was like, dude, if I could be born into anyone else's body, if I just woke up and I was in someone else's body one day, I would miss my body so much. I would miss my life so much. I would miss it.
1,000 meters on the stairs.
We're really out here. I enjoy this a lot. And I've come a long way to get to that place. Yeah, I think that's really cool. Freaking therapy. I go to therapy every few weeks or so, and that has helped. That's another thing that helps me feel more outside of the matrix and in tune with myself. And that's been great, and I've learned a lot about myself, and I've become more of an observer of the world and all of its people instead of someone who's too in it. I absorb too much. As an empath, it's hard. But a big takeaway I've learned is how you feel is not my problem. How you feel is not my problem. Oh, that feels so good to say and mean it. It's got teeth to it now, I could say it last year and just be no. Pinterest board, inspirational quote, how you feel is not my problem. Now it's no, how you feel is not my problem. You feel the difference? Yeah. We got there. And that feels really good to say. I'm really comfortable putting myself out there now.
So pie
and looking silly. For example, okay, first week at the new job in the NICU, right? And on night shift, we present rounds to the doctors. So like all the stuff you see in Grey's Anatomy where they stand in front of the doctors and they present the case and da-da-da. I basically have to do that with the patients I'll have in the future. Mind you, it's only my first week, so I have a preceptor. I'm on orientation. Like, I'm not supposed to know how to do this stuff, but my preceptor, she's super cool. She knows, like, the only way to learn how to fish is to, like, cast your line in the water. You can read all the books about fishing. You can have people tell you about fishing all the time. Until you cast that line in the water, baby, you're not gonna learn how to fish. So naturally, she was like, yep, you're gonna present, and I know you don't know what to do, but you're gonna try, and it's not gonna go super well, but it's gonna set you up for success. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm so in it. I jumped out of a plane this year, you know? Like, let's just do it. So I did it, and I messed up, and I said, there's this thing called gavage feeding in the NICU, where you feed them through a feeding tube that goes down their nose. That's called gavage. And I had been saying lavage for like the entire report that I gave to these doctors. And I didn't find out until afterwards because I'm giving report and they're like they're like laughing at me. I'm like, ain't no way this is real right now. This is worse than being on stage in front of people and like, what? Yeah, they were laughing and everything. And then I didn't find out until afterwards when my preceptor said, like, that was great, except one thing, babe. It's gavage, not lavage. Lavage is something totally different. So it was giving like when Hermione's like, it's leviosa, not leviosa. That's what it gave. And I totally like embarrassed myself, but I'm okay with being embarrassed now. I'm able to like accept that. And I think there's this Subway Takes, my favorite interview / YouTube show ever. Austin Butler was on it, and he was saying like, we need to embarrass ourselves more. Embarrassment is a emotion that needs to be explored and cultivated more because it leads to a lot of growth. Let me find this quote. I was at a party once dancing, and somebody close to me said, "Embarrassment is an underexplored emotion. Go out there and make a fool of yourself." I love that. I love that a lot. Maybe going into 2026, that can be our little quote for the channel. I think that'd be really cool. Because he's right. Embarrassment is an underexplored emotion. We should do more of it in the right context. Because don't get me wrong, there's like levels to it, right? Of embarrassment. There's embarrassment where it's like, oh, I have a stain in my pants and it looks like and it looks like something is not supposed to, even though it's like a chocolate bar. Or there's a level of embarrassment where it's like I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say though. There's different levels to it. And I think the people who really are masters of their own life, they're okay with embarrassment. They fully accept it. Like the pioneers, the people who are truly inspiring, they just try. They're never ready, they just try. True, like you never will be ready. Never, ever, ever. I think my thing though, I try too many things at once. So this year, my girl Amanda had given me advice about setting goals for the new year. And she's like, bro, shorty, set the goal, don't move the goalpost. Set the goal, do not move the goalpost. Meaning like, if you set a goal to run a marathon, set it to run a marathon, finish the marathon, that's a goal. Signed, sealed, delivered. That's the goal. Don't set the goal to run a marathon and be like, oh, okay, I'm really like in motion now. I'm really improving. And then suddenly you're like, oh, I want to beat an 8-minute mile time now and finish the marathon. You know what? I want to beat the 8-minute mile time and finish the marathon. And then next year, I'm going to do a triathlon with the marathon. So I should start biking on the side too. Like, you see what I'm saying? Don't keep adding stuff. Set the goal. Set the goalpost. Keep it there. Keep it there. Keep it there. Keep it there. And that's why my vision board, which is still blank, I need to do that so I can have a visual of my goalposts and not feel the need to keep adding different things. My goalpost for this channel was to post 100 videos by the end of the summer, and I did like 120. But you know what? I wasn't even paying attention at that point. I set my goalpost and I just kept it there, and then pleasantly surprised, because if you set too high of expectations, you'll be disappointed. So maybe that's something I have to do. Set my goalpost. I do think it would be cool to get a place of my own this year. I'm in a position where I live with my mom right now, and work is about like 40 minutes away, which isn't like the worst. It could be worse, but it's also a very long drive for night shift. I'm in the position where I could move out. There's just a lot of things coming up in December, from the holidays to traveling to other stuff, where it's not a great time right now, but maybe in the next few months, I'm definitely gonna look at moving out, because it's time. But yeah. What else about 2026 am I proud of? I would say detachment is a big one too. To like people and situations. Because I always see like the good in people, and I really try to see like people's potential, and that's a double-edged sword. Be careful with potential, because then honestly most of the time you end up disappointed. So this year, at least towards the end, I have really been learning and practicing the art of detachment and not attaching my hopes or well-being to the expectation of things that I cannot control. Because that's life. Any life that's like really interesting, baby, it's gonna ebb and flow. It's not just gonna ebb and flow, it's gonna like cross dimensions. It's not just going this way, it's going like this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. There's layers, there's levels. If you want an interesting life, if that's the life that you pray to God for, He's gonna give it to you. He's gonna give it to you. But you gotta be able to like buckle up and hold on and trust that this, that's what's meant for you. Just hold on and trust. So that's something else that I'm working on. Ooh, how did my editing? Guys, my editing, if you look at my first video like I ever made from this year, maybe it was like January, February, versus like, what's a good one I made? Versus like the travel videos that I make, the Brooklyn one, the LA ones, this up north one I'm about to post in the next week or so. Like, if you look at the difference of the cuts and the timing and the editing and even like cinematography, it's like night and day. And like, I'm just getting started. I've only done this for just shy of a year, and that's insane. I need to like, because that's all self-taught. I don't think you guys understand. If you create stuff and you edit videos or photos or anything, you feel the pain of having to learn stuff, of having to program the software itself, like create shortcuts and watch countless YouTube video tutorials from people who can barely speak English, because those are the only ones that are like less than 20 minutes long. And you understand, this is not for the weak. Editing is hard, and my laptop crashes. It crashes all the time. So I'm hoping to get a desktop in the near future, because I'm trying to get slick with the editing. You feel me? I'm trying to get sweet. But yeah, I'm super excited about my editing and the progress that it's made and where it's gonna go in the future. And that's the thing about me. My channel, I'm at, I think, 460 subscribers right now. And we're building, which is so cool. And some people are like, oh, people like to give you their ideas, right? Like when you create something or you do something kind of out of the box, they like to like pitch their 2 cents in, which I appreciate. If you're watching this, please keep doing that because I love like bouncing ideas off people. I really enjoy that. But sometimes I let it like, I'm easily influenced by those ideas because I can adapt and like see myself in so many different perspectives and like where this channel is going and my creativity and things of that sort, where people are like, you know what, you have to create a brand and you have to stick to it and you have to just keep like doing that, and you need to use the same LUT, the same color grading, like you need like a brand. And I'm like, yes, but not right now. Fuck that. Respectfully, fuck that. I'm so against the whole brand thing because I know myself. Guys, you know me. Every single video I make is different. I have no 2 videos that are the same. Not even in the same like ballpark. From stories to meaning to like the setup of the video to editing, everything's different. That's the way my brain works. I like to do things that are different and creative and follow like my heart for creativity. The brain is secondary, but I use like intuition when I create stuff. If I'm just like robotically just like using AI to make a brand and like repeat and just get views and views and views, that's not fulfilling for me. I don't want to do that. So if you're looking for a channel that's like the same every time and like you find comfort in that, no. I do think my goal is to be like a comfort channel for people where they can just like watch it and feel safe and like accepted and loved. But not in the form of like short form content and creating a brand and creating like an aesthetic and selling courses on. If I ever, guys listen, if I ever become one of those channels that's like, buy my course, da 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 da, unsubscribe, please, please, and let me know, because that's probably one of my biggest fears, is becoming a buy my course online, it's only $10.99. I can't stand it. And it's like, okay, what are your credentials? What's your credibility to be educating me on such matters? Crazy. These are so good. They're Costco strawberries. And you can tell because it's basically December. These are huge. Yeah, I will never be one of those channels that's like one size fits all. I'm just gonna be creative and different. I'm in this for the long game. Like, I'm not playing like short form content, like get the money fast. I don't care about that. I'm here to like build something sustainable. So I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Don't you worry. And if that means that we gotta go through phases, Lord, so be it. You know, maybe this year I'm a girl who's a nurse, you know, kicking it, a 20-something coming of age sort of channel. And maybe next year I move to Italy and I work in a cafe and I'm like that blue-haired American barista who's mysterious and goth and wears all black all the time. Like, guys. And I know I talk about me a lot, but I'm a very reflective person. This can apply to you too. You know, nothing changes if nothing changes. If you really wanted to, you could just hop on a train, hop on a plane somewhere and just live a totally different life. Like, you really could. Nothing's holding you back. Unless you got like a family and kids and shit. In which case I can't help you. Sorry. You stuck. Sorry, that's how I cope with being single. Sometimes I'm just like, oh, thank God I don't have kids. Or like, you know. If you do, that's no offense to you. Nuance. Yeah, man. You really can change your life. I don't know what else to talk about. Ooh, I'm going to New York in a few weeks, and that's gonna be really fun. Just to see like all the holiday stuff and the Christmas stuff. Check it out. pretend like I'm living there since that didn't go as planned this year. I bought my brother the Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar because he's a child and he really wanted it. So this is one of my Black Friday purchases. And damn it, he came in my room yesterday and he saw it and he's like, "Is that the Advent Calendar?" I'm like, "Oh, bro, you weren't supposed to see it." But is today December 1st? I might have to wrap it and give it to him today. November 29th. No, I got like 2 days. We're good. Cool. Yeah, that's my video. This was just a sit and yap video. Hope you enjoyed. I don't even know if I'll edit this. You know what? Let's do like a drawing video soon where we just sit and chill and just draw and listen to music. I would really enjoy that. I think that's what I need, and maybe that's what you need too. We could like sit and draw, create a safe space to just like explore our minds for a little. We'll do that later. I'm gonna go to the gym, but it was nice chatting with you, and my name's Gabby. If you're new here, subscribe to my channel. If you like my vibe, I call this the Vibe Vault, the videos where I kind of just sit and yap and we just chill. Hopefully you liked it. Should I leave you off with a journal prompt or a song? A song, because wait, guys. This song I checked out, I'm pretty sure this girl's AI, which makes me so sad. But it's fire, and it's called Voicemail by Naya Soleil. I'll play you a clip. YouTube, babe, don't copyright me. I'm trying to like promote this person, so. Dang. You know when you find a song and it perfectly sums up how you're feeling like at this like phase in your life? Oh, like it just, oh, my heart just is bleeding for this song. Sorry. I feel very deeply. Yeah. Watch the video. Enjoy. Think about all the ways that you've grown this year. Write it down. Leave it in the comments. Let's chat. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye. Okay, let's get dressed. Come on. With you.